peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Damien, host, Jace, and special guest, Aaron, is back in the building after UFC 292. Instantly, I was like, oh, we got to get Aaron back. We got to get Aaron back on here. I almost feel like it was Aaron that gave like that little bit of push of energy that really gave Sean the win. So we're going to go ahead and let Aaron get his little victory lap in. Go ahead.
It's just, it was a beautiful moment. And I think I referred to it multiple times as God's plan. Was that true, audience?
That was, yeah.
So, shout out to the shirt. Damien came prepared, bro.
Hey,
look at the man.
God's
Look
plan.
at the man. He knew what it
God's
was.
Plan.
But I want to take this, like you said, a victory lap, because that's what it felt like. It really hasn't sunk in. But, you know, for me, I wasn't the only one that called this. So I think there's some people in the room that, let's talk about it.
Let's give them something to talk about. Whoa. Let's skip over Sky. Damien, perhaps you'd like to do a little victory lap?
Oh, hell yeah. He didn't get the submission, but my nigga got it done.
Hey, bro,
he out there sniping.
Sniper.
Pew, pew.
Fuck around and find out, clan. Don't want to see me on Call of Duty. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, 1v1 me on Rust, you dig?
Bro, you don't want this smoke, bro. It's literally what I do.
You're absolutely right.
Literally what I do.
Oh, my God.
Well, Sky, would you like to say?
I mean,
anything?
sure. I would like to say that, you know, Sean O'Malley got it done. I said on last week's pod that he could snipe him. I think I told Jace prior to that I was having dreams about Sean O'Malley sniping him. But I wanted Aljo to win. Like, I'm not going to act like I didn't. I wanted him to win because of how disrespectful the fan base is. And we're going to get into how disrespectful the UFC is, too. Like, I got a whole nother push on that.
So just to clarify, okay, that's blah, blah, blah. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wait, okay. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like it was an early stoppage?
Oh,
I did feel like it was.
Whoa. Before we get into that, we have something more important to talk about here.
We do.
This is the most important part of the show. Bring it in here. Bring it in.
Oh, hell no. Here he goes.
Y'all's favorite, my favorite, the millions
and millions
of people around the world. You asked for it, you wanted, and I gave it to you. Jaceoff's in the building, went 5 for 5, sucker. 5 for 5 in the main event. Hopefully you used your bet code of us Scrap and Roll MMA, because you would have ran 100% undefeated, undisputed, the winner, Jaceoff in the building per usual.
Is that Jace or Sean O'Malley?
How's that feel for the first time?
It's hard work. It's hard work always being right, man. Back to Damien. Was it an early stoppage? Probably an Asian man early, you know, but I'm always on the side of caution.
He's a whole Asian saying this. That's crazy.
Oh, no, I'm half Asian.
Are you Pacific Islander or are you Asian?
Pacific Islander. Shout out all my Filipinos in the world.
They got nothing to do with
Asians, we got Mexicans, we got black and white Oreos over here. We got, what else we got?
Caucasians.
We got everybody.
It's just me, bro.
We got DDP in the building. Let's go.
Look, y'all. Look, Aaron in the building. Like, we are not racist over here. Hey, you know when they're like, oh, I got a black friend. Like, we got Aaron, y'all. Like, come on.
Shout out to Joyner Lucas. I'm not racist.
Shout out to Token from South Park.
That's
me
another
right
thing.
Here, baby.
That was another thing that really shocked me. I don't know if a lot of people picked up on it, and I haven't seen anybody talking about it, but that was the first time, I believe, ever that an artist was able to walk out with a fighter. Like, Joyner Lucas walked out with Aljamain Sterling. Like, that's never happened. As soon as I seen that, like, I took my little goofy ass to what's his name? Izzy's. No, I took it to Izzy's page and was like, yo, we need, next time you in the US, they need to let Drake walk you out, bruh. Like, if they can let Joyner Lucas walk out Aljamain, hey.
If Joyner Lucas walked him out, that's gotta be racist. I'm sorry.
If Drake walks Adesanya out, we all know what's gonna happen. The
Yeah,
Drake
let's
curse is real.
the Drake curse
Let's
is
not
real.
do
Drake
that.
curse
Drake
is
curse
not
is
real.
Let's
real.
not do
So
that.
many people
Let's
have
not do
beat the
that.
Drake curse. Y'all gotta
Barely
stop.
by a hair.
Barely.
No.
OPP, hold it down.
Yeah,
You know, but
barely.
let's get into Sean O'Malley's beautiful victory, sniping ass shot. I mean,
Mm,
face down, ass up.
that's what happens.
Ooh.
That's what
And
happens when you
had
overextend.
you reach, I teach. You
You
reach,
Yeah,
I
reach, I
teach.
exactly.
teach.
It,
Shout
it
out to
was a
Jordan.
it was a perfectly placed shot. Um, and what do y'all see next for Sean?
Cheeto,
Cheeto.
It's got to
of
be Cheeto.
course.
There's nothing else. You get the belt in August, and then before the year's over, you get your zero back. Like it just because
What?
he never lost his zero. Real quick question for everybody in here. We'll go rapid fire. Has Sean O'Malley ever lost off of merit? Let's start with Damien.
I mean, technically,
I said off of merit.
he lost. He lost.
Merit. Merit.
He lost.
He
Yes,
lost.
He
elbow to the
lost.
head.
He lost.
He lost.
This did not go the way I thought it would.
He lost. As much as I would love to like play that game and go with it, I mean, at the end of the day, it's on paper, it's on record. Like you
I'm not
lost,
gonna
bro.
let your logic affect my delusion.
Okay.
Hey,
Wait,
that's
wait, wait,
what's up.
wait, wait. Same exact question. John Jones.
Loser.
He
But
lost to
that's like,
Dominic Reyes.
No, he lost to Matt Hamill. I'm
Come
just
on,
yeah.
saying,
people.
bro. Men
On
lie,
merit.
women lie, elbows, 12-6, don't lie.
Well,
Matt
all right.
Hamill is
So
a super genius for getting himself in that position.
that's like saying, but that's also like saying like Conor McGregor didn't lose against Dustin Poirier in that second fight because of his leg injury. You
That's
know,
The
different.
Connor friends say that Connor didn't lose.
nah, he lost. That's why he said,
Doctor
"Doctor
stoppage.
stoppage,
Doctor.
doctor stoppage."
No, it's different. And I'm going to tell you why it's different. It's
Go on.
different because one is a fluke, like a freak accident. The other one is actual, like, damage. So, if anything, Dustin submitted Connor.
My man is drinking the Kool-Aid. I love it.
Hey.
My man love it. Hey, he said don't let his delusion play in the reality of the world.
But no,
Hey.
in all seriousness, having that Cheeto fight is super important just for the hype train to
Oh
keep
yeah.
rolling. You remember when DC said Ryan Bader was the easiest fight for the most money? It's the same thing. Like Cheeto has nothing against Sean, bro. There's nothing Cheeto has for Sean. And so you
He
get
said,
that win, you keep it pushing, bro. It just
Here-
is what it is.
Hot
Here's
take.
here's my thing. I told Jace this as well. I said Tito about to get mopped up. Like that Pedro fight, he's about to get hurt in there against Sean O'Malley. Like that's just how I see it. But one thing I realized with everybody saying Cheeto, because everybody's like, "Oh, Cheeto's next, Cheeto's next." I'm like, I guess we don't have the best fighting the best anymore. I guess we don't care about that. Like this is the entertainment business. I get it. The
"Yeah,
best is no
yeah."
longer fighting the best because even at that, like if it were any other person aside from Aljamain, they would run it back, but they not
Mhm.
because
Can
of
I
Nah.
Aljamain and because of the relationship that Aljamain has with the UFC and the fan base. Because if we talking about like the best fighting the best, then you go ahead and you start him again. You know what I mean? But instead, we're putting Cheeto in there because it makes more business sense. But it's not the best. Cheeto is not the best. We seen Corey Sandhagen like treat him like a kid.
Yeah.
Sean wants
It's.
to fight soon though. And I'm sorry, Damien, but can I ask a question
Oh,
real quick?
go ahead.
If the best are supposed to fight the best, who's the number one bantamweight in the world? And not talking about Sean because he's the champion. Who is the number one ranked bantamweight in the world?
Aljamain.
Marab.
No. Thank you,
Marab.
Jace. Exactly.
No.
So keep that same energy.
Not when Marab gets on there and says that this man's beating him up in training.
But
No, I'm not listening to
what I'm
that.
saying is keep that same energy. If the best should fight the best, then
Hey,
Aljo should fight Marab.
but he doesn't have to fight his teammates. He don't
That's a
have to
double
fight his
standard.
teammates.
That's a double standard.
It's not though.
It really
Because
is.
if he had won, then he would have, like he said, he wanted to go for champ status at 145. All right, so he didn't
Mhm.
win. So why would we then put Aljamain against Marab?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying why did Henry fight? Why didn't Marab?
Because they're teammates and they don't have to. And
So he
because
got to
Marab
pick and
hurt his
choose.
hand.
So he got to pick and choose, but Sean can't pick and choose?
Yeah, as a defending champion. Sean's not a defending champion.
But
He's
Sean's
new
the
to
biggest
this.
athlete in the world right now.
He's new. He's new to this, and you want to
Okay,
know why? Because
biggest
he's
fighter. I'm
gotten that
sorry, Jace. I'm
promotional.
sorry.
Nigga, I was about to pop out his
Biggest
head.
fighter at
I'm your big brother.
135.
I'm your big brother.
That's exactly.
He's the biggest fighter at 135 in the UFC.
I think they
He's the
want
biggest
him to
active
be.
fighter. On Saturday, he was the most popular athlete in the world.
They trying to
Sure.
push him over Izzy for sure.
Sure. Here's the thing. My bad, Damien. You was about to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, damn, I done lost my train of thought now. Who's going on the rant?
I'm
I
sorry,
was
bro.
talking. No, we good. I was gonna say something about Sean O'Malley. Uh, damn, I done forgot. Go ahead, Jace.
Okay, here we go real fast. First and foremost, this is probably the only winnable fight for O'Malley at 135.
Mm.
I agree.
Secondly, and this is an early prediction. Everybody's on O'Malley. Chito gonna wipe the floor with this motherfucker, bro.
What?
Cheetah gonna
What?
pop his ass down. Cheetah gonna
I,
pop his ass down.
I was not the fucking speaker online.
Do you even believe that? Like, really, bro? Like, do you really believe that?
You're talking to a guy who went undefeated this week.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God! Let's get into his
I
head.
mean, I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention that Chito Vera is actually gonna be a tougher fight, one of the toughest fights for him, just based off of fight style. We all know Chito's like a slow starter, so that's not gonna help him. But motherfucker can take punishment. He walks people down, right, and then he starts to open up. They're like around the same height. I feel like this is gonna be a tough, one of the toughest matchups, like striking wise, for O'Malley, honestly. Like, so I don't. So I feel like the Chito Vera and Sean O'Malley fight is a coin toss, and this is what I was gonna bring
That's
up.
facts.
I was gonna bring up that uh this is more of a story type fight. So this is why this fight's gonna sell better than any other fight in the division right now, right?
Correct.
That's what it is. It's a business at the end of the day, so they're gonna try to make money, and it just makes sense that way.
But y'all just got to put some respect on Cheeto. Y'all acting like Cheeto's a bum over here. Wait a goddamn moment. First of all, he
Because
already
he
beat the
is.
nigga. You know what I mean? Well, if he's a bum and he beat your dude, what does that make your dude?
The UFC
Oh
bantamweight
wow!
champion of the world.
For now,
Hey!
for
Facts.
now,
Pew
for
pew
now,
pew.
I fuck with
Um,
Cheeto
O'Malley
gonna wear
though.
that
Like
nigga out,
I'm
bro.
gonna be rooting for him though, wholeheartedly.
Rooting for Cheeto or Sean?
Sean.
Hmm.
I think Sean's gonna get it done against Cheeto. I just do. I just see him getting it done. His first title defense. I do think that it should be a rematch, but I know it's not gonna happen. So it is
Not
what it
gonna happen.
is. Just another champion getting screwed by big old Dana. It ain't nothing new. It'll
I
happen
mean,
plenty more
he got
times after.
he got TKO'd in the second round. I
It don't
mean,
matter. You're a three-time defending champion. Every
you
other
are, but
three-time.
the way that
Kamara Usman got killed in front of us, headshot dead, and still
yeah,
got a rematch
true.
because he was
I
the
don't
defending
understand that.
champion.
I
Yeah.
feel like rematches should only be warranted based on the way that you lost. If it went to a split decision or something like that, maybe a rematch. You know what I mean? But if it's a like TKO or a KO early on in the fight, I mean, okay, I'm kind of on the fence about that too because it could be like a lucky type strike type shit, you know.
Is there luck?
It's a
So
popularity contest. It's a
Wait.
popularity contest.
Pause. We've talked about this numerous times on the podcast. Yes or no? No explanation. Is there luck in MMA? Yes or no?
there
It's a
it
yes
could
or
be
no.
bad luck, as in you rolled your fucking ankle and you slipped and then fell into a shot. I
Is
mean,
there a
shit
thing
Or
happens.
as
or
a
somebody
lucky
puts their
punch or a lucky kick? Is there such a thing? Yes or no?
absolutely Cheeto Vera versus Sean O'Malley puts his fucking big toe into his cranial nerve. That was lucky as fuck.
Hey, let me
Or
GG's, I
strategic?
guess. Are you impressed by that? What did Scott say last week? Sounds good.
When's the last time you watched that first round?
When's the last time you saw Sean O'Malley win the bantamweight championship? Because it's been about 72 hours.
hey,
It's great for me. It's great for
hey,
me. But
hey,
Like,
he
your
I'm
also
boy.
proud
did.
of you.
He lost the first round against Cheetah, a
No,
slow
what?
starter.
A slow starter.
You,
Who has the belt?
I don't recall if he. Hey, you
Sean.
know what? Hey, like Sean said in the press conference, what they score round 2.
What did
That
they
was
score
yeah.
round 2?
That was
That
the
shit's
funniest shit.
hilarious.
That
That's the
was a
funniest shit.
bar. That was
Hell
a bar.
yeah.
Let's take a quick
That
look at
was.
292 and whole. Zhang Wei Li just went inside there and did what Zhang Wei Li wanted to do. The whole time, like I was texting Damien, I was like, dang, this fight is kind of dragging on. I was like,
I
she ain't got,
know.
I was like, unless she got that Leon Edwards in there, like, wrap this up. As soon as I sent that text, Lemos hit her with something. I was like, oh, wait. And
Wait
then
a minute.
Damien was like, wait a minute, maybe she do. I was like, oh, shit. But overall, it was just like, it was a dominant performance by Zhang Wei Li. How do we feel about Ian Machado, Garry?
That guy's an asshole, bro.
Fuck that guy for real, bro. Get him the
That guy's
fuck
an
out of
asshole.
here.
You said that on
Listen,
the pod.
listen. I y'all know how much of a fucking Wonder Boy guy I am. I am praying to the high heavens that he really steps in there with Wonder Boy and thinks he's going to outstrike a
Preach.
professional striker. Like all I do is got flashbacks of fucking Spence and Crawford. There is levels to this, son.
Talk
There is
to him.
levels to this.
I'm worried
Young
though
man.
that this is going to become a Kobe situation where we just prey on his downfall for so long, and then it's just like 7 fights in a row, and then finally it happens. But I just don't know when that breaking point is going to be for Ian Garry.
Stephen Thompson, if he gets in it, Stephen Thompson gets him out of there. If he
I don't
thinks
want
he's
to
just
see him
going to
knock out
calf
Stephen
kip,
Thompson.
you think? What? You think he can knock out Stephen Thompson?
Yeah,
It's
Neil
possible.
Magny has the
It's
distance
possible, bro.
Neil
It's
Magny has the
possible.
distance control of a fucking chinchilla, bro. Like, there's no way he's enjoying himself in that fight. Like, bro's in and outs are fucking worse than the goddamn burger joint, bro. Shit is crazy.
Bro,
I'm
his in and outs
surprised.
is worse than Damien Stroke game, man.
Hey, chill. I had a feeling that was coming for some reason. Like,
Pause.
I'm like,
Pause.
Last time I
Pause.
checked, Damien just stroked somebody out. So let's be for real.
That's right. That's right. You better watch how you speak about my name.
Talk to me
Right.
nice.
Hey,
What's
in
up, little
fact,
guy?
real quick, in case y'all was wondering, because there was some people in the comments that was like, hey, good luck, Damien, blah, blah, blah. Your boy got it done. TKO. Let him know. Quit playing with you.
Let's talk about the real victory lap this week.
Yeah, exactly.
5 for 5.
I went in there. I had like no nerves going in. Like I was super confident, and it showed. I fought a different type of style. Typically, I fight like the outside range type game. But he was as tall and rangy as me, so I decided to fight up close, and it worked for me. So, you know, I could hear him breathing. My cardio and conditioning was like top level for this fight, just because I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking.
Nice.
I live on the bottom of a hill, so I run the hill all the time, and I could hear how heavy he was breathing. So I was like, okay, let me get in close, and you know, went to work.
My man's was slapping meat.
This dude Aaron is on par. I'm telling y'all, like he just with the bullshit. Yeah, but great fight. Happy, you get it done. And like I said last time, we love India here on the pod, but at the same time, wifey might have to stay at home for the next fight.
Right,
I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
She's all
wifey-
sad. I'm like, hey,
but you got the win.
yeah, you be giving me unwarranted nerves for some reason. I be getting
course.
secondhand nervous.
You know
Nobody-
Like, what if you get knocked down? Like, I wasn't even thinking about that.
It's like, nah, bro. It's like when you cook in front of your girl for the first time. That shit's nerve wracking. So I couldn't imagine what it's like actually throwing hands.
Yeah, cracking
Yeah.
eggs and the shell is in there and stuff. You're like,
Yeah,
that
bro.
normally doesn't happen.
It's like shaky.
Hey, but look at your man's face. Like he ain't got no scars. Like, was he even in the fight?
Went for a jog. Went for a light
Exactly.
Hey,
jog.
he was in there. In and out, bro. That's how you're supposed to do it.
In and out burger. So we go. Left your boy with a nasty eye jammy.
I don't understand how I cut him in boxing, like with boxing gloves. I don't know. Like I'm confused about it.
He was weak, bro. No, it's playing.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hey, respect to him. Hey,
Aw.
I gotta respect him. My man was like super nice, like very
He
humble,
was.
like
Shout out to the man.
yeah. Josh Jones Jr. Go
Y'all,
look him up. He got a YouTube page.
Oh,
Did
shout out.
y'all go ahead and hug it out afterwards, bro?
Of course, yeah. We chatted, we chilled, we talked for a while. Yeah,
Is
and
that before or after you fornicated?
That was after, and I felt bad. I was like, damn, like
Nah,
I felt bad. I
he
had
got you. He got you, Damien, and you didn't
Why?
hear it. You didn't hear it. He said, was that before or after y'all fornicated? And you were like, that was after.
No,
And I
no,
felt
I
bad.
heard him.
Oh,
No.
Nah, he knew because he said, nah, after I fucked him, we cuddled.
I missed it.
Stay in your lane, Sky.
Oh wow.
I was trying to watch
Damien
out
know
for
my
you, boy.
bullshit. He know my bullshit.
He's locked in.
Damien, no, I'm saying something wild every time I can.
Oh
So
my
yeah, that
god.
being said, your boy E Machado Garry, bro. I pray I will sacrifice a small goat, put that shit on some curry, and I hope they feed him to Stephen Thompson, bro. Because Stephen Thompson gonna get that motherfucker out of there, bro.
I hope so.
100%.
Hope someone cracks his fucking skull.
Yeah, I just don't like him.
Real fast before as we talk about this next fight, the judging on the main card was out of this. Fucking Oppenheimer. Just
Mind-boggling, bro.
It was new judges, y'all. Like typically we get our Sal Diamados that's messing it up, our Chris Lees that's messing it up, and there's another guy that I hate. That's as soon as I see their names, I'm like, oh, it's a wrap.
Is it young Doug Crosby?
No. Sometimes he be a little iffy, but if Sal and Chris Lee are on the cards, it's a wrap. And if they both on it, both their scorecards are gonna be the opposite of each other. Like it never fails. Like they're so trash. But how did y'all score Blackshear versus Mario Batista? I already know Aaron was being biased.
Nah, because I scored it 29-28 for Blackshear. Blackshear won that fight. Like, let's be fucking for real.
I'm shocked.
Like,
yes, he did.
Let's be fucking for real, bro.
He won the first 2 rounds.
Nah, bro, Jace. Nah, okay, I'm sorry. Let's address this. What are you on right now, bro?
Simply spiked. Here, okay. So here is my actual breakdown of it. Your boy Kendrick Lamar won for 1 round. No diggity, no doubt. No diggity, no doubt. Shout out to Blackstreet, right? Batista definitely won the 3rd round without a doubt.
Yeah, but the 2nd round wasn't in question.
So the 2nd round, okay, it was a close round, but I felt that Batista did more than enough to get it done. That being said, when I talked to Sky, I told her, I was like, it was a coin flip. If your boy fucking Blurple would have got it, I wouldn't have been mad at it. But
Blurple.
Oh, wow. No wonder why all the South Africans love you.
Yeah. Exactly.
No wonder, bro. What? Wow. This guy's on the other team. I don't know what team this guy on.
Wow.
I mean, it's Blurple.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling. No, he is not. He is not.
Come on now.
I ain't gonna let you do Kendrick like that.
Listen, him and Mr. Snipes are cousins. Stop playing with me.
So not only did Damien or Damon Blackshear outstrike Mario Batista in the 2nd round, but there weren't neither ones had takeover. Nobody had control time during that time. So to me, it was very clear that he won the first 2 rounds. I don't even think that it's up for debate. And majority of the internet agreed. And then you also had, if you guys check out Verdict Scorecard, they did too. But it is what it is. He showed himself well. Especially coming off a week, he made the weight easily. Mm-hmm. He came inside there. He performed. Pause. The 3rd round, he definitely did. Gas, but to me, he won that fight, and I think he got the respect of like a lot of people who just weren't familiar with him.
And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask Damien, who'd you have winning the fight?
I honestly don't even remember that fight. I had just drove back from Vegas, so by the time I got home is when the very first was when the pay-per-view started. So I think I watched the Chito fight, and then during that fight, I was unpacking or doing something. So I'm pretty sure I watched it, but I didn't I don't think I paid attention because I don't even really remember it, honestly.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most exciting fight in the world.
But I posed the question to you, Jace, to speak academically. Do you think that Batista fought that 3rd round the way he did because he thought he was down 2-0?
I think he dug deep. I don't think you should be as Dana White says, never leave it in the heart of the judges. And I think as well, what helped him look that good the third round was your boy, fucking Don Chito being so gassed.
I feel like that's a cop out, but we can keep it pushing.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, he fought that round because he thought he needed to get a finish.
Stop playing, bro.
He did.
Agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
As AA Ron said earlier, he got the dub. Let's go.
Whack. Marlon
Okay.
versus Pedro.
This
I thought
dude.
it was.
Sorry, my bad, Scott. I'm sorry.
You good? Go.
No, I was just saying, like, Jace has this fucking tendency of using your logic against you, and it's fucking unbelievable, bro.
It's his favorite thing to do.
Yo,
He can walk you into a trap like it's a rap.
Like, I feel like and I dead ass, like, I feel like I'm prone to, like, being able to defend against that, and he gets me every time, bro.
Yes.
That's
The
why I
puppet
said
master.
last week, it's like being fucked with my own dick. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Can you feel it, bro?
Bro.
How's this feel?
Hey, like we've been saying, that shit's deep.
Oh,
So how do
yeah.
we score Pedro and Chito?
Marlon.
That 30-27 was wild, bro.
Wild, bro.
Who gave Marlon 30?
It was Dana, bro. It was Dana.
Dana over here. Hey, you saw what happened.
Hey,
right?
my boy. 50K right
Yeah.
now. We got a fight to make.
Yeah.
30-27 was now I personally, again, I thought Chito won the fight, but 30-27, shit.
But yeah, he didn't just walk through Pedro. It wasn't like Pedro was homegirl that Wei Lee just fought. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yo,
that's crazy.
He was
Yeah.
working the
That's
jab
nuts.
crazy, but like it wasn't enough to be like, bro. I feel like somebody scored it just for the jab.
That's cool, but he didn't really even establish the jab till midway through the second.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, look at
Like,
the
like
look
Pedro
at the
was lumping
stats.
his ass up. Like, so I guess
Yeah.
my big gripe was the first round. Like, Pedro
Yeah.
clearly won the first round.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
I felt like.
And someone said 30-27. As soon as they said 30-27, I said, oh no.
Oh, Pedro won. I thought Pedro won when they said 30-27.
And I was saying, oh no, because I thought Chito had lost because I knew Pedro won the first round, and it was a close fight.
Yeah, but it was a good fight. It was kickboxing. I thought that it was interesting that like for a second there, like the crowd started getting like restless and booing. I'm like, first of all, y'all not happy with grappling. Now y'all not happy with striking. Like
You can't make them happy.
Pick a side.
They
You
always
just
gonna
can't.
be upset. They always gonna be upset about something. If they clinching and they
Always.
throwing elbows and shit, they don't care.
Right.
They like,
Right.
nah, boo.
They're like,
Break it up.
blood. We want to see a knockout. The rest of the card was pretty solid. One thing I do want to get to, this Brad Katona versus Cody Gibson. Now, y'all know that CJ and I, we watched down the whole TUF thing, and we still need to do like a wrap up thing because TUF was terrible. If y'all didn't watch it, it was terrible. But this fight right here, Brad Katona versus Cody Gibson, banger. From the start to the finish. I don't think that there was a 3-second span where a shot wasn't thrown. These boys was just in the phone booth trying to kill each other.
Let me bang, bro. Let me bang.
Let me bang.
Exactly.
Now, this was also another fight that had a crazy ass scorecard. Some judge gave Brad 30-27. What fight are you watching? What fucking fight are you watching where you give Brad Katona 30-27? It was 29-28. I thought Brad edged it out, in the third round. So the right fighter won, but once again, it was a good fight. Kurt also won against Austin Herbert. But
Damn.
I mean, so he said, "Damn."
I felt bad for Austin Herbert. That
Did
man
you?
can't
Hey,
catch a break.
Hey, I wish CJ was on here right now because that's Michael Chandler's man. When CJ get on here, we're gonna talk about it. That's Michael Chandler's man. But overall, it was a good card. There were some other good fights. Clap it up for Natalia Silva doing what Natalia Silva does, going out there and just styling on her. It wasn't her best performance, but like even her best performance was enough to get Andrea Lee out of there. I thought she was gonna finish her in the first round.
Pause. Rewind.
Fast forward.
Fast forward. Yeah. Fast
Rewind.
Rewind. I want to hear it again.
But overall, like, what would y'all rank 292, like as far as like 1 through 5
Hmm.
or 1 through 10, I guess is easier.
Oh, damn. It definitely didn't hold a candle to 91 and 90, but it was all right. It was all right for like the way that it played out, like the people that won who I was going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.9.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
What you got, Aaron?
Like if we're looking at the card as a whole and you just take everything into context, I think it was the greatest fucking card in the history of mixed martial arts. I think it's the most important moment. I think it is just it honestly should be in the fucking what's that shit in France, the Lever?
Holloway.
Like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like that shit is a work like
The Louvre.
nah, bro. Yeah, like that was the pinnacle. That was the pinnacle of mixed martial arts. It's never getting better than that. Sorry, guys. Series got canceled. It's over with.
Cancel Christmas.
What about you, Jace?
Exactly.
Let me do what I do always on this pod and be the voice of reason. That's why everyone tunes in and loves me, because I am the
look at
voice
that.
of reason.
Let me see the 8 ball though. Oh, there we go.
What's up, CJ?
Yo, you guys already started?
Yeah.
Nah, we just
So
started
we are
now.
super started.
45 minutes later, we straight. We was waiting.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You good? Go ahead, Jace.
Yeah, so as everyone tunes into the pod, because they know I am the one and only sole voice of reason, I'm going to give this card overall 1 through 5. Let's go ahead and give it a 2.5. I was hyped for Sean, and that kind of like made the card for me because, well, that and me being undefeated, of course. But just overall, like it was okay. It was okay. There wasn't, besides Sean, there wasn't like, oh my God, there wasn't a lot of oh my God moments. And your boys fighting in the phone booth from the TUF finale.
Yeah. I think overall for myself, I would give it I give it a solid 5. Like I don't think it was that bad. Like you guys gave it like 3s and 4s, but like
Wait, pause.
Wait,
You said
this is
5 out of 5.
I thought I said 1 out of 10.
No, you said
Nah,
1
you
out of
said 1 out
5.
of
That's why I
5.
was
my
like,
bad.
Yeah, I was looking
Damn.
at y'all like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, you can't please these motherfuckers for nothing, bro.
Yeah, okay. If we go on 1 out of 5, then yeah, I'll give it a 3. It wasn't crazy. What about you, CJ?
If we're doing 1 out of 5, I say 3 like you, Sky. If we're doing it out of 10, I'm gonna say about a 6. But on the Marvin Mid-Tory scale, I'm gonna say it's about a 4.5 Marvin Mid-Tories.
Bro, for me, you got to give it at least 10 Marvin Mid-Tories. Just for the boy. Just for the
Then
boy.
it's not mid. It's not mid if we give it 10 Marvin.
That means it's the worst.
Hey, but you gotta understand that's my man's. I fuck with Marvin Vittori the long way. Pause.
The long way.
Hey, you know what I love about Aaron though is that like I love people who are fans, like a true
ride or
fan
die.
of a fighter. Like y'all know how I am about Max Holloway. Like I'm a fan. It doesn't matter what y'all talking about, what's going on. I don't care what y'all talking about. Like I'm a ride for my guy. Like, and I love that. I wish more fans was like that. Like I wish that like people just stood behind whoever their fighter was. Like stand behind them, win, lose or draw. Like because it is what it is. So that's the best card of the year for you, I'm sure.
For sure. But I gotta give a big shout out to CJ real quick. And he's like, so I used to get like emotional about the shit. Like not I wouldn't say like emotional per se, but like more so like way more into it. And then CJ was like, bro, you're a fucking nerd. Like you need to fucking shape up. Like don't watch the shit to be right. And I was like, bro, you absolutely correct. And so that's what made this whole shit even better is a lot of the shit people were saying to me was because I was trying to troll the fuck out of them. And now it's like, look, Sky put you in the corner with the recorder. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I reposted it too. I did. Hey.
I also want to shout out Aaron too, because this fool been a menace since last week. My brother's been a TikTok menace all week long. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Facts. No, one thing I did want to talk about. The weekly rant is here. I'm just I'm gonna call it before Jace calls it. The weekly rant is here. This time it's not about race, or is it? The way that they played in Aljamain Sterling's face was disgusting. Now, if you guys have not watched the pod before, typically I'm on the UFC side when it comes to stuff. I typically like see past their bullshit. I'm on their side when it comes to it. I called Jace after this and I was like, yo, I've joined the dark side. Like, I'm with y'all now. I'm with the Francis folks now. Like, I'm with Francis. Like, y'all know what I've said about Francis. Like, I'm with the dark side now. I wish I had my shades so I could put them on. Like, I'm with the dark side now. Like, I'm seeing it clearly now. Like, the rain is gone. The way that they played in Aljamain Sterling's face, I'm talking about every single ad that sponsor that Sean had, whether it was Sweet Sweat, whether it was Timex, they was playing that shit so much. I was like, who is on this? Who is he fighting? Who is
God's
he fighting?
plan. God's
You know,
plan.
then on top of that, when they had to burn 15 minutes before the Whiteman
Oh,
versus
yeah.
Tavares fight, they
Yeah.
played a whole 15-minute part of the interview with Megan O'Leary. Y'all couldn't do a 2 to 3 minute piece on Aljamain, his records that he's broken inside of the UFC. Who is Sean fighting? Because if this is your first time watching it, you have no idea who Aljamain Sterling is. That he's the champion. You had no idea. And I just thought that it was just absolutely ridiculous as a promotion, right? Because that's what the UFC is. They are a promotion, not to promote your champions. And we've seen this happen with other champions inside the UFC or just fighters in general inside the UFC, where they're just not getting the promotional push. As soon as the fight's over, they post the full second round of Sean's knockout on YouTube.
On
They
YouTube,
post the full knockout on Instagram. They never post the full sequence. They post afterwards the celebration. They posted his
Yep.
knockout everywhere. And I'm
They
just like,
knew it was gonna do numbers.
they didn't do that even after Izzy got his get back. Even after Izzy knocked out Alex Pereira, which was I thought was absolutely amazing. I mean, a man is down 3-0, across combat sports, and finally he gets his get back. Sensational knockout, sensational speech, but they didn't even play that. They didn't even push, even though right now Izzy is the #1 seller for the UFC. Like,
Black man.
the disrespect that they gave to Aljamain as a reigning, defending champion who holds multiple records within the bantamweight division was ridiculous. And I was just like, okay, I see it now. Like, y'all not even trying not to be biased. Y'all not even trying to be promotions. Like, y'all have decided that if this person hits the it factor for us, we're going to wind up that promotional machine and put it behind them and try to get them out as far as they can. And I think it's whack. I thought it was corny. I thought it was unprofessional. And now I understand what Francis is saying, because you know what ends up happening? And I'm done after I get this point off. When you go and you sit down for negotiations, you know what they'll say? You have low engagement. You don't have as much engagement as this person.
Yeah.
So now I can pay you this much because you don't have this much. But when Sean goes and sits down, all his metrics is booming. You want to know why? Because they pushed you. They pushed all that shit. Not to say everybody in the UFC, if they had a choice, they would choose to be Sean O'Malley because he's getting that push. But that is exactly what Francis was saying. So then when they go to that negotiation, they getting lowballed. They're not getting as much as they should be able to get. Now they're like, oh man, like I don't necessarily want to fight. I don't want to re-sign. And then it's like, well, we offered him a fight, but he didn't take it. So now that's another 6-month contract extension. And now they know that we only paid you, say, $100,000 for this fight. It's been about a year, my boy. You ain't been paid. Most of these people, they not you get the full $100,000, so they just starve you out, which is what Francis was saying. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all really playing in people's faces, but I'm on the dark side now. I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
I need a glass of water. Shout out to Missy Elliott.
I'm sorry, I had to say it because it was disgusting. And I talked to other fighters about this. Like, I was like in fighters' DMs about this, and they noticed the exact same shit. And the fighters keep it low key because they have to, because they're under contract. But like when you actually talk to these people, they know what's up.
Yeah, that's your employer, so you gotta play face. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've all known that was like a known thing, right? Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's a business. So we're looking at pay-per-view sales, we're looking at how many people you could get to sponsor you, and yada yada yada. And at the end of the day, we're looking at left versus right, and right side is doing more. Even though this is his title shot for the first time, we're gonna push this dude because people are probably gonna tune into the pay per view for so and so, and that's kind of like why I don't really like Ian Garry because I feel like he's trying so hard to be the guy that people are talking about, and it's just like it's not working. It's like we speaking about you in a negative sense. Like we don't we don't respect that shit. You know. Now if he would have done that to Neil Magny and was like respectable, like during the fight or
Yeah.
afterwards, it would have been like, oh shit, like he really demolished the man. But it like seeing them flip him off in between rounds and shit is like
Corny.
unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, you already beating his ass and shit. Like, what more do you need to do? Why are you flipping the man off? You know.
Yeah.
But but I can also see like he's trying to be like the Colby Covington, where now we're tuning in because we want to see this man get hurt. You know what I mean? We want to see him get knocked out. So we are tuning in. So it's just it's all business at the end of the day, and there's some organizations that would rather see the fans happy versus make their pockets full. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what we're seeing lately is we're seeing the UFC make their pockets full. Prime example is the BMF pay-per-view. Like, come on, bro. That wasn't even like a real thing. But we all tuned in to watch it because of course that's a fight that we wanted to see, but there should have been a real championship on the line. That should have been like the co-main event. You feel me? But
Yeah.
whatever.
So Damien, about Ian Garry, do you feel that way? About the flipping off and all of that because you don't really fuck with Ian Garry and he's kind of corny and you feel like he's fake? Because we had Nate Diaz doing the same shit, flipping people off in the middle of the ring, or do you just feel
Mhm.
like he's not himself, he's not being himself, and Nate
I
Diaz is that person at all times?
Nate Diaz is that person at all times, but I just felt like it was unwarranted because
Okay.
it wasn't. He was the one that was trying to initiate trash talk and was talking shit during the press conference and everything. And Neil Bagby is not that guy to be talking shit to. Honestly, that's like the nicest fucking guy. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird because it's like I don't have beef with you. Why you got beef with me? And it was like it just felt like he was really trying to. And the shit that he was saying, it seemed like he was trying to be somebody that he's not. He wanted to be Conor McGregor, and
Oh,
we
big
all
time.
recognized it. And we're like, bro, you're not that guy. Like, relax. You know what I mean? Come up with your own original shit. If you're gonna really try to talk shit like that, come up with your own original shit, and then maybe we'll see. But he's not that guy. He's stealing other people's lines and shit. It's just corny. He did the
Yeah.
Nate Diaz. He just bit Nate Diaz.
Really? Because I feel like he was just trying to bite Connor. Like his whole spiel
Yeah.
now has got like this whole Connor shift. Even the press conference, he's like, "You shut up, you do what you're told." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like
I'm
he's
talking about the
real
middle fingers in between rounds.
for sure. Well, that was fine, but it was like during like the end of the fight where he was really just wilding out. Um, I couldn't really tell with the crowd. Were they feeling it? Were they not feeling it
In the fight or at the presser?
in the fight?
I feel like it's hard to estimate like that sort of reaction because of how high the energy was in the building the whole night. So to look at it from that standpoint of like were they feeling it or not is a little bit drowned out
Pause.
by the fact that everybody, yeah, for real, pause, but more so just like the fact that like the energy was so high that it's kind of hard to gauge what that was really like because of the reaction.
So I think it's safe to say, speaking collectively from a pod, Ian Garry, this is for you.
Mhm.
Get him out of
Get him
here!
out of
He
here.
needs to leave.
You need to
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
You need to leave.
And
What
if
is
y'all
that, Karen?
remember, like when the pod came out last week, I was like, nah, I like Ian, like da 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 da. And then that press conference came along. I was disgusted. Like it made it unenjoyable to watch. Like it
Yeah.
was just like, dude, like that he wasn't talking about beating kids. Like, and you trying to
Yeah,
create
come
this
on.
whole thing, and it's just corny and it's weird. And
Yeah.
it was like Damien said, I just feel like it was unwarranted, unnecessary. And as I was watching it, like I was asking myself, am I disgusted by him flipping the bird and doing all of that inside the octagon because I've now decided I don't like him? Or am I just like, is this just off-putting? Because I did think about Nate. And I'm like, when Nate does it, something about it, like even though it's the FU, it feels respectable, right? Like it's Nate. Like you almost know
Because
he gonna
it's
slap
him.
you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
organic. It's organic.
Authentic,
Yeah,
yeah.
like But he'll never
Does
mean no
Nate
actual
have
disrespect.
trademark over the double birds?
Nobody has
No, that's
trademark.
Stone Cold. That's Stone Cold.
Yeah, exactly. But he has trademark. He has trademark over being Nate Diaz, bro. Ian
Yeah.
Garry
Yeah.
is a cosplayer.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
LARPing, bro. He's
Yeah.
LARPing.
I want to
Shout out
shout
to all
out
the
Aaron
LARPers.
too, because a couple of fights ago, and I was like, man, he's all right. He was like Sky was saying, I'm like, he okay, he can fight. And Aaron's like, nah, this motherfucker's corny. He just want to
He's
be kind of. I'm like,
weird, bro.
nah, give him a shot. He's doing all right. And this last fight, I was just like, bro, you too, Jace.
I'm good.
I was
I've
right
been
there
saying
too. I
that
was
for a
like,
minute.
Yeah,
I've been
bro.
saying that
Sky
for
hit
a
it on
minute.
the
He's
head.
Coney.
Sky
Yeah.
really hit it on the head, bro. The shit was weird. It was
Yeah.
so strange, bro.
So contrived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
super
Sorry.
extra.
break
And
out
then
the
on top
thesaurus.
of-
Break out the
I was gonna
thesaurus,
say
Jace.
sorry for the casuals out there. Premeditated.
And then on top of that, when we yeah, I mean, just looking at the fight, I just felt like when you're beating somebody that much, focus on finishing the fucking fight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Like,
finish the
Okay.
man.
you
You
couldn't
didn't even
even
finish the man. Pause.
on one leg. Like,
On one
finish
leg,
the
a
fight,
one-legged
dude.
fighter.
You over here just focused on being like, get up, and I'll finish the damn fight, dude. Like, yeah,
He's just
I
trying to
don't
get
know.
his TV time in.
Hey,
So
facts.
let me ask y'all this rapid fire, and then we're done with it. Can Ian Garry fight? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Can he fight? Yes. Yep.
Let's
He
keep it
got
pushing.
skills.
He's
Can
at
he
the
beat Wonder
dance.
Boy?
What was that, Scott? What'd you say?
Can he beat Wonder Boy?
He will beat Winnable. Oh man.
No, I said
Hard
can
no. Hard. A Ron Jeremy no.
I think
Who?
he can.
Ron Jeremy?
he?
This
Not a
motherfucker
hard
never
one.
miss.
Hey,
Hard
Aaron
no.
said
Not a
that
hard-
shit
not a
just
hard
like
one.
Snoop Dogg. He don't miss. In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
O'Malley.
O'Malley. Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick look at this upcoming weekend.
What's popping off?
My guy, the blessed one, Max Bless
Oh,
Holloway taking on
yeah.
Korean Zombie in the
He should
building.
walk through that fight. He should walk through that one.
Listen, don't say that. Don't ever say that. This is the fifth fight.
I
This
said
is
he
the
should.
fifth fight.
He should.
Just so y'all know, once again, we telling y'all again, this fight the main card starts at 5 a.m. Pacific, so 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Love it.
I
Have
plan
the rest
on
of my day.
listen, I was telling I was telling y'all recently, like, I'm not one of those people that, like, when it comes to any other fighter, y'all know I have like my favorite fighters, that's cool. But when it comes to Max, I actually am emotionally attached. So, like, I don't have the same response as I do when, like, I'm watching somebody else. Like, my heart rate can hit like 130 and I'm just sitting there. Just look like I literally am freaking out the whole time. It just makes me super anxious. And I just really decided that this time around,
So anxious.
all right, genuine. I
Meet
decided
me
that
at 11:30.
11:30.
I gotta get my baby hair. Gotta get the baby hair out.
yeah, I think I'm gonna sleep through and I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna look at the results because there's nothing more dangerous than, like, I feel like every time people are like, oh, they're gonna walk through this, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Like, this is still a fight, y'all. Like, TKZ is still another man on the other side of the octagon who has the potential to win this fight. Shit happens all the
He's
time.
a beast.
Shit happens all the time. Like, I take it seriously.
I just want to
he's a
ask a
beast.
quick question. I don't actually not a question, a statement. I don't think there's time on the clock on this one.
Bro, I feel like it's about to be bad for 5 rounds.
I just pray it's a sparring session.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. There's only one fight on this entire card that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Giga?
Fuck no. Listen,
That's a fun fight though.
No, he gonna
I'm
beat the
excited for
shit
that.
out of Alex Guerrero. It won't be close.
Hey, you said he was gonna beat Calvin Cater too, and Calvin Cater put them things on him.
He did, but he's gonna beat the
Hindsight is
shit out of
2020.
Alex Carreras. Carreras is fucking terrible. It is the hidden gem. It should be the co-main event, which is Aaron Blanchfield against Talia Santos. That is the only fight.
I can't wait for that fight.
Not Jace shouting out women's MMA. What?
I can't wait for that fight too. I hope
Look
Talia
at the
wins.
character development.
Hey,
I know. I already took his
love
black
it.
card.
Oh, Jace. Yeah. Matter of
Oh.
fact, that's
you
a
should have
whole
heard the
fact.
shit he was saying.
He called Kendrick Lamar Damon Blackshear. He called him
Oh, yeah.
blurple. He was going crazy
Uh,
earlier.
He is
I was-
blurple.
It was too bad you wasn't on here, CJ. Like, yeah,
he ain't that dark.
I'm with Damien.
Exactly.
Yeah, what I said. Now
Shit.
Fimba, now that's the blurple man. He from Zimbabwe.
No, he
Or,
Hey, Sky, is
just-
Simba the one that was super ashy? And you were like, why he out here like this?
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Came out there, didn't put not one lick of lotion on. Like, ain't no way you didn't came out here looking like, come on. But
He didn't
also
even try
got
to
a-
like.
Shout out to Thimba, though.
He also
He
got a house from the rock. So
He
what
didn't
was
even
that?
try to like spit on himself, give himself a
Yo.
spit shine.
Jesus
Nah,
Christ,
the opponent's
yo.
blood is gonna lather.
Am I the only one who's
mistake.
ever done that? I guess so.
Nah, all black people
That's
do that.
that
When you go
7-year-old
somewhere-
right
when
there.
you-
When you in a
when you go
push,
somewhere,
this ashy,
Yeah,
this ashy. You been
Yeah,
in the
light skin.
sandbox all day.
I don't get
Listen,
like that. You heard?
I am literally
But
fired
I do
up.
get sunburn.
I'm yeah, of course you do, Team Light Skin.
I don't get ashy, but I do get sunburn.
I'm so fired up for this Aaron
Ooh,
Blanchfield
Aaron,
and Talia
I got a question.
Santos fight. Whoever wins this fight should be fighting for the title. They probably should already be fighting for the title. I think it's going to be a hell of a scrap, and I'm going to think Aaron's going to get it done.
Oh, I'm rocking. I'm going for Talia, but I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron gets it done.
I'm right there with you, Scott. I'm just going for Talia for all the little nerds on TikTok who think Aaron is super all of this. So Talia, let's go, my melanated sister.
I think Talia can get it done for sure.
It's
For
gonna be
sure.
fun.
I'm rocking with her.
She can get it done.
Yeah.
I feel like besides the first name, Aaron Blanchfield don't got it. Tyler Santos going over, bro. She got creative control.
I
She's
don't know.
got
I
to
think
finish the story.
Finish the
arguably
story.
the worst part about Aaron Blanchfield is her first name. Hey, Aaron, quick question.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, no, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, I figured.
Do white people put on lotion?
Yeah, but not
Oh,
like.
okay.
But it's different.
Sometimes.
Like, it's different.
Damien,
Like,
what'd you
it's
say?
super different.
Damien
Like-
said sometimes.
Like we put on lotion like depending on the weather. Like I only use lotion in the wintertime. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, so you don't crack?
I'm just naturally greasy, I guess.
I feel like
you know, I'm just
I feel like-
constantly.
Pause.
I'm just-
Wait a
nah,
second. That's
bro.
the funniest thing CJ's ever said on the podcast. Holy shit. Say no crack. Oh my God. Wait, just let me enjoy this for a second. Okay, sorry. That tickled me.
hey, Giga don't got the gas tank though.
That was a great switch up, Damien.
am I
In a while.
am I
though.
tripping on that? Yeah.
Well,
It
because
has
we
been a
haven't
while.
seen him since January 16th of last year, 2022.
Yeah.
After he got that beat down.
And he was quick as shit. But yeah,
He was.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to come back and fight Sadiq Youssef, right?
Super Sadiq.
Shout
Yeah.
out Super Sadiq.
Shout out.
Sir.
But what ended up, I don't know if that ended up getting released, but there ain't enough people that listen to it. Anyways, he had a concussion. And so he couldn't come back. So some shit was going on with his brain. So I'm happy to see that he's back. He's healthy. I think this is gonna be a good fight between him and Alex because Alex been coming with it. His last
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that too. He's definitely improving a little bit.
Bruce Leroy. My
Who's
nigga.
y'all? Wait. Who's y'all
I like
official
him.
pick? Who's y'all official pick?
I'm going for Alex Caceres. Giga ain't got the heart or the cardio. You heard?
Oh, Sky's face.
Oof.
Ooh.
That
Not
is
the sip of
bold.
water.
'Cause
Official picks.
Alex got a knockout his last fight, right? Was it that fight?
No, he
I
was
think it was
in
like
there
an axe
banging.
kick, right?
Oh yeah.
No, he
That's
was
right,
in
Sky.
there banging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
with,
fight before that,
Pineda.
he got the fight before that he got the knockout.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
the
a
spinning-
Oh,
crazy KO.
Yeah. I'm going Alex. You know how we rolling.
Giga about to kick the shit out of his skinny ass legs.
Yeah, bro. Let's be for real.
Nah, Giga is quick as shit, and his kicks be on point. But
His kicks do be on
we'll
point.
see.
He's
How'd that
just
work
so
out with
accurate.
Calvin? How'd that work out with Calvin?
He got his head fucking boxed off.
Throwed it cold. Hey, Calvin Kattar took them same elbows that Max Holloway was fucking him up with and started putting them on Giga.
I
Yeah, he
feel like
said, I done learned something.
featherweight
Thanks,
has
man.
the strangest range of guys. Like the matchups in featherweight all make sense. It's just like every single fight in featherweight feels like a banger no matter what.
It
Facts.
does.
Facts.
It does. But yeah, I mean, it should be a good card. You know, Max Holloway's on the card, so I'm always excited for the blessed one to be in our presence. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like, I never take any fight that Max is in for granted. So
Can we just pause real fast and talk of the bullshit that guy's talking about? I'm just gonna sleep and just wake up and watch the results.
I promise you. Like CJ said, he gonna be
Don't
texting like, "Oh, you see what happened? Listen, I'm
don't
going to
check your
sleep.
phone, nigga. Don't check your phone.
I'm definitely gonna be texting her at 3 a.m. like, oh, because I already got my alarm set ready to go. I'm gonna be up at 2:00 in the morning watching it.
Listen, y'all.
Wait, where is it?
It says
Singapore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Now
God
y'all
damn.
understand, bro. Casual be in the cut streaming Indian slap boxing at 4:30 a.m. on a Tuesday.
I be up watching bullshit, bro. Bullshit.
No, there's a whole ass TikTok, like there's a whole ass like meme going
Indian
on
slap boxing. That's hilarious.
about the only MMA we watch is through Casual's phone screen, bro.
Facts. Oh, today, because the podcast comes out on Wednesday, PFL is doing a thing. Your boy Shane Burgos will be fighting. It's a solid looking fight card. Like, I know y'all like to turn
And
y'all nose.
that's on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wednesday. Tomorrow, yeah. So PFL will be on. Oh, they just I know a lot of y'all probably don't care, but they just signed Savannah Marshall, who's the girl that Claressa Sheilds has had 2 fights with. And obviously you guys know that Claressa is signed with PFL. So who knows that they'll have like an actual MMA fight. But yeah, that's what's going on this week. I don't think there's no Bellator, and if there is, I mean, it's Bellator.
Hey, real quick, let's shout out Claressa Shields because she is brave for actually getting into a fucking octagon and fighting in MMA. Nobody does that shit, bro. They all scary. Tyson Fury, scary. Jake Paul, scary. All these niggas is scary, bro. Hop in the octagon and fucking fight an MMA fight. That's a real fight.
I think Jake is gonna do it. I think Jake is gonna do it.
He talking about it, bro. This nigga just barks, bro. He barks for the fucking clout, bro.
This post-fight Damien, y'all. This post-fight Damien is different.
He ain't doing it though.
The first ever Damien rant. We love it.
When we see him in there, then we could talk. But he's just talking right now. Oh, I want to fight Nate Diaz in the MMA. Why? He just beat your ass up in the boxing match. You know what I mean? Like, relax, bro.
Oh, you know what? Y'all wasn't on here the week after the fight. CJ and Damien, y'all wasn't on here. So let's quickly get into that before it happens. Who y'all got in MMA? Nate or Jake?
Nate. I got Nate. Are you kidding me?
Nate, and it's not even close.
I got Nate, bro. Are you kidding me? It's MMA. This ain't boxing. Bruh, there's no amount. Bro, you're going to have to prep forever to get in a fucking MMA match, bro. What is Jake Paul gonna do when he starts getting clinched up? He's not gonna know what the fuck to do. He's gonna be like, what's going on?
He's gonna take one leg kick and cry, bro.
Bro, he doesn't even know what pummel is. He doesn't know what an underhook is, bro. Relax. Bro, that man's gonna get flying arm triangle fucking Rose style or some
That's
shit.
Fire.
He wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Trust me, dog. I've been there, dog. I've been training this shit. Bro, it's a whole new fucking level. It's not the same as boxing. Yes, you have a boxer's chance to fucking end them with a one punch. But it's MMA, dog. I'm gonna Imanari roll your ass, nigga. You ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. What's he doing down there? Oh, why is my knee hurting? Bro, it's a wrap.
Do you think, pause, you think the size matters? Pause.
Size matters.
Yo, chill.
Matters.
I mean, they're gonna be
Chill,
at the same weight class. It's not gonna be
XL.
like Nate Diaz is walking in at 170, Jake Paul walking in at 205.
No,
know?
but you don't think the speed and all of that, because Jake is naturally big. Pause again.
Bro, this is Nate Diaz we're talking about.
Hold on.
He can take a punch. He can take a punch.
Before we get into the details. Damien, you said you got Nate. Aaron, you said you got Nate. CJ?
I'm pulling. I will pull hard for Nate. Pause. I
Pause.
don't know. Yeah, yo, hey, yo, no, fuck that. Fast forward for Nate.
Hey, yo.
Anything
But the
for
way,
Nate Diaz.
hey, but the way this motherfucking Jake been rolling, man, he'll probably fuck around and win that fight too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jake might pull it off on some bullshit.
How? TKO?
Dana White privilege. No, I was
KO?
playing.
But the thing, I also think that I think Nate don't even care no more. I don't think he gives a fuck to go out there and like fight his hardest or train his hardest for no shit like that. While Jake is like, bro, I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to knock this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? I don't
but
think
that's the
Nate gives
thing.
a fuck anymore.
But that's the thing, bro. He doesn't have that experience. He's gonna try his hardest to knock him out. What happens when he doesn't? Then that neck gonna get exposed, just like it did in the boxing match. Then what's gonna happen, bro? It's a wrap, bro. MMA is different than boxing. Yeah, you can land an overhand right and sleep somebody in 4-ounce gloves. Sure, that's definitely possible. But this is Nate Diaz, bro. This nigga been hit before.
Look
I
what
think
happened
that
to
weight
James Toney.
advantage. Leave James Toney out of it.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Shout out to
Like,
Randy Couture.
Shout out to the
what
boys.
happens when Jake throws a leg kick and it gets checked and his fucking shit snaps because he ain't ever thrown a leg kick before.
Here's
Then
the thing.
unfortunately, the judges scored a first round 10-9.
10-8.
Yeah, for real.
Jake Paul is going to beat the dog shit out of Nate Diaz.
How? He didn't even
It's
do it in the
not going to
boxing
be
match.
close.
He didn't even do it in the boxing match.
Bro, he beat the shit out of him in the boxing match. It wasn't even
Did he?
close. Yeah.
Did
Who
he?
got dropped?
Yeah, okay. The nigga got power, sure. That was one shot. It wasn't.
I
like
mean, that
Nate
kind of
Diaz
matter a little bit, Damien.
Nah, but it wasn't like Nate Diaz was taking an ass whooping the whole fight.
Bro, he was busted the fuck up. Here's
Bro,
the thing as well.
Jake Paul is over here gasping for air,
Here's the thing.
praying for space.
It's not only that, right? But your boy Jake Paul is not just some fucking dude off the street. Your boy does have a wrestling base, which we all say is the most important thing of all
In the
MMA
past.
is
In
a
the
wrestling base. It don't matter.
the
Once
past.
a
It does
wrestler,
matter,
always a
bro.
wrestler. Once a wrestler, always a
What
wrestler.
happened with Ben Askren versus Burroughs?
Burroughs.
Bro, Shane? Maybe I'm getting my people mixed up. Old boy, black dude. He went and wrestled him. Ben Askren is that nigga
Jordan.
as a wrestler.
Jordan.
Oh,
yeah.
Jordan
Burroughs.
Got you.
Yeah.
But
So Ben Askren is that nigga, right? In
no,
wrestling,
no,
right? But
no,
look at the up and coming
no, stop.
people who's been wrestling.
No.
Bro, it's different.
Askren is here. Jordan Burroughs is like arguably the greatest American wrestler of all time.
And where's
There's
Jake
levels
Paul?
to this.
Don't you
High
ever
not even on the map.
disrespect Kurt Angle
High
like
school?
that.
Where's Jake Paul? High school level?
Ohio State.
Okay. Go ahead. Wrestle Nate Diaz and see what happens.
Let's
See if
wrestle.
you
Let's
don't get-
wrestle.
You don't get caught up in a triangle choke. Bro, it doesn't
Shout
matter.
out to Connor.
Damien, keep the
Bro.
same energy, bro. I
I'ma keep
can't
the same
wait.
energy.
I
I'ma keep the
can't
same
wait
energy.
for
That
it to
shit's gonna be
happen.
Let
hilarious.
it
It's
happen.
gonna be
I'm gonna
hilarious.
let it happen.
I'm gonna need you to bick your whole head, nigga. No eyebrows, no mustache, no beard, no eyelashes. I
No
want you to bick the eyelashes.
No
bro.
eyebrow. Oh,
want you to
bro,
look
got him
like
out
a-
here like powder.
Hey, that
Chocolate
might be
powder.
something he actually do. Like, get the eyelashes out of there. They gotta
I
go.
cannot wait for Jake Paul to beat the dog shit out of Nate Diaz in an MMA
In
fight.
MMA.
It's 100% going to happen. Bigger, stronger, faster. It's
We'll
going
see
to
if
get
he
it
even
done.
gets in there.
Younger,
We'll see if he even gets in there.
less
I think
mileage.
he will.
And that's my thing. I don't think it's gonna happen strictly based off the fact that your boy Dana White is King Petty, and I think that Nate obviously he was expressing that he wanted to fight Connor inside the UFC and that he wanted to come back to the UFC. And I just feel like Dana's petty enough to be like, yo, if you go and you do a one-off at PFL, like we don't
Oh,
want
that's
you.
crazy.
We don't want you over
Yeah.
here. Like, you know what I
Nate
mean? Because
is
if you
not-
go over there, but wait. If you go over there and you lose to Nate D, if you lose to Jake Paul
You better
in
stay
the
there.
PFL, like, you just go over there.
You better stay
Like,
there.
you done
Shout
made
out to
your bed,
Bellator.
boy. You done made your bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just
Yeah.
don't see Dana like, because all of that attention and stuff is going over there, and then you gonna come back to the UFC and fight Conor McGregor at UFC 300? Like, we gonna want to see that after we just seen him if he loses to Jake? No way. I don't think that's gonna work out.
100%. Because at the end of the day, Dana White is all about his bread. That's the reason why Chito Vera is fighting for the title next. Ayo, bring it full circle.
Have you
Be
ever
about your paper,
just
man.
FYI, just so y'all know, y'all on this motherfucking Jake Paul hype train. This nigga lost to a real boxer. Just keep that in mind, bruh. You over here giving them clout.
That was a glorified
beating
hugging
MMA,
match, though, my guy. That
but
shit
y'all
was
over
big
here
trash.
giving them props for fighting old MMA fighters.
I like post-fight Damien.
Am I lying?
100%. You are telling the truth. Let me finish.
Say.
Damn, calm down now. Put that dick away. Shit, he's
Hey,
ready to
yo.
whip it out. He's ready to
Damien is in the
Put
building.
Put it on the table.
Himself.
Put it on the table.
You know, but also with Jake Paul as well is he's a amateur fighter, right? So I'm not mad at him for fighting other amateur fighters. That's what amateur fighters do.
No,
you
he's
know what
good.
I mean? Like you right now, right? You just had your boxing match. Are you about to fight Crawford next?
No, not at
Hell,
all.
motherfucking no. There's
I would
levels
hope
to
not.
this.
Please.
You know? Actually, wait.
Right.
I fight the nigga. $1 million.
If it came with the payday, yeah. If it came
Okay,
with the payday.
let's switch real quick before we wrap this up, right? At the post conference, Sean O'Malley calls out Gervonta Tank Davis, that boy with them bangers, them paws. How do y'all think that, if it ever did happen, right? How do y'all think that would pan out?
Aaron.
We already know Aaron's answer. We already know. Go ahead.
Hey, bro. If I've learned anything
get
from
it out
Jace,
of your mouth first.
If I've learned anything from Jace, it's that length matters.
Oh.
Boss!
Oh.
Wow.
But not for real. Gervonta Davis gets him the fuck out of there. That's why I said last week, like, fucking, we were talking about, like, that fight's not happening. Like, first and foremost,
It's
like,
not
I understand,
happening.
like, wanting to talk about it. That's great. But, like, the fight to make is me versus Sky, a.k.a. Sean versus Max. That's the only fight to make, bro.
Bro, you don't want it with Sky. She almost gonna beat Amanda, bro. Hall of Fame status.
There's still time on the clock.
Oh my god, leave me alone. Y'all, not CJ texted me after Zhang Wei Li beat up Amanda Lemos. That's what it would look like. That's what it would look like if you fought Amanda Nunes. Oh,
bro.
And you know what I said? I said, don't sleep on me. I got 100. I said I got 100 pounds on Amanda and strong head.
Oh god.
And you got the free one foul. We fucking headbutt her in the nose and eye area.
Hey, shout out. I will say this about Ian Garry. Shout out to taking the pod's advice. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. He had this whole shit over the
Hey.
Bro, he had his armpit on the shit, bro. That shit was incredible.
Yeah. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah. Facts.
Before we go, did we talk about Damien's fight?
We did, but you can give him love.
I want to say, Damien, congratulations, my brother. You look good out there in your fight, bro. Shout out to you. Keep working. Keep beating these niggas' asses out there, bro. Pause.
Appreciate it. Nah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for the best possible matchup next. Like, you know,
Hey.
I'm trying to take someone who's like 6-7-1 or 7-0. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of fight I want next. So,
yes, sir.
So just like Jake Paul,
exactly,
trying to build your resume. Cool. I'm glad we got that on the same page.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say nothing about just like Jake Paul. Psh, chill. I'll fight Jake Paul. What's up? Nah,
hey, let's go. Sign the contract.
I'm too light.
Scrap pack. Hey, we there for you, bro. We gotta get paid a little. We gotta get paid a little bit though. Shit, throw some our way.
Yeah.
I just want to get some seats.
Facts. But that is our time, you guys. We absolutely had a ball. Thank you, Aaron, for coming back and running it with us. We will be back next week per usual. We'll see what happened at in Singapore. We'll take a look back. We'll see, because as far as y'all concerned, Jace, his head done got big now. He talking about, he calling it like he's seeing it. So he's going with Alex Caceres. We'll see, how that.
No, I'm not.
You,
No, I'm
wait,
not.
you said, wait. Who you going with? Let's just be
I said
clear.
Giga. I said Giga.
Okay. You said Giga.
I'm going
Aaron,
with Alex.
I got Giga.
Blessed.
What about
Blessed.
okay. Is that the
Blessed?
top 3 fights right there?
No.
I'm like,
those
before
are
we
the
go,
fights that matter.
No, because
Okay.
Anthony Smith is
Talia.
fighting. Anthony Smith's fighting Ryan Spann, I think.
Yeah, who cares?
Anthony Smith, that nigga about to lose.
Boo.
That nigga might as well
Mario.
just get up out of
You
there.
trying to take
Notori in
money
the
from his
building.
family? You trying to take
Bro,
money
you
from
trying
his
to hurt my family?
Shout out to Connor.
Shout out to Anthony Smith. All right, so I know. So Jace, you said Aaron, Giga, Max, and who? And Ryan?
That's what I said. No, I didn't say anything else. I don't even the fights. Other fights I don't even care to predict. It's not worth my time.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn. All right. I got Jung. Nah, I'm just playing. I got Holloway. I got Superman Spam. I got Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
And Talia. Let's go.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Max, Talia, and Alex.
And Span. Say it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, most def. You don't even gotta ask me. Hey, he gonna pick for me.
Hey, he didn't pick for you. He told you to say it.
He told me to say
Damn.
I'm your big brother.
And Span, right?
I'm your big brother.
Hey, Anthony Smith's a black man too. CJ had to decide,
Yeah.
Damien's people.
That low key could be my uncle.
Who you got, Aaron?
So first and foremost, I fucked up when Sky was asking you. She said Aaron, and I thought she was talking to me, so that's hilarious. But Giga winning, Aaron Blanchfield winning, but I kind of want Tyler to win, and then Max. It's gonna be a glorified sparring session, bro. I don't think Max is gonna try to take his head off. I think it's gonna be more of an exhibition than an actual fight.
What about Anthony and Ryan?
You said what?
What about Anthony and Ryan?
If I don't say Ryan Spann, I'm gonna get fucking killed. So I'm gonna say Ryan Spann.
Bet.
You?
That's right.
Yo, Anthony Smith tried to hurt my family, bro.
Was it your uncle that tried to break into his house?
Nah, bro. If you ask Jay, it was him, but it wasn't him. He said if I did it, bro. Shout out OJ. Too less to worry about.
If I would.
The glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Hey,
yeah. All right, y'all. It is a wrap for us. We will be back next week. Peace.